After years of waiting, Marvel is finally bringing back the mutants. Let's talk about it. But before we talk about it, let me just say my name is Carter Owen here today, back at it again with another video. If you guys like superhero news, you like staying up to date with that kind of thing, you like being involved in a conversation about geek news, hey, this is the channel for you. Feel free to subscribe, press the notification bell button, you won't miss a thing, and let's get on with the video. So, today we're going to be talking about X-Men returning to the MCU, which I think is going to happen. So, here's how I think it's going to happen. Or at least, I guess, here's what I would want to happen. The first thing is that this is a really big deal, okay? X-Men had a really good franchise for a while, and then they kind of started falling off, like the Star Wars movie. From what I've heard, I don't know much about Star Wars, don't kill me, but I do know that they kind of went more into mid territory. That's kind of what happened with X-Men, except it was a little bit more than mid. It was kind of bad and harmful for their brand. However, X-Men has some of the most classic characters. I mean, X-Men was like one of the first Marvel superhero movies to really make it big. So we have X-Men, the original Avengers, the original MCU, and that's another thing that I think people don't think about. The X-Men was the MCU, you know? I mean, these were interconnected movies. There were spin-offs and all that kind of stuff. So it was a franchise. It was a really good one. So here's some things I think Marvel needs to avoid. The first thing is, first of all, Hugh Jackman can be Wolverine. That's fine. But let's not tie that character to only being able to be played by Hugh Jackman. And I would say that with all superhero characters. All characters based off of books or based off of something. Listen, if you can't have another actor playing as one of your superheroes, it's gonna create a bit of a problem because people die. I'm not gonna say that Hugh Jackman has any chances of dying because that dude is smoking cigars and living until the livelong end of the day. And I don't think there's gonna be an end of the day. But hey, what we need to focus on is we need to make sure that our actors that are playing these superheroes aren't tied to being the only person that can play those characters. I don't think Tom Holland's the only person that can play Spider-Man. I don't think Hugh Jackman is the only person that can play Wolverine. This is gonna sound crazy, but I don't think Robert Downey Jr. is the only one that can play Iron Man. I think if we bring in some new actors at some point for the X-Men, that's going to be good. It's going to be good for the brand, and I don't know how exactly it's going to work, but I would like to see Wolverine, and I would like to see maybe like Hugh Jackman, or not Hugh Jackman, Cavalry, what's it, Henry Cavill or whatever, the Superman guy. Anyone that would really work. I want to see a new Wolverine, not gonna lie. And I want to see new characters. I want to see new X-Men. I want to see new actors playing new X-Men characters. The fan expectations for this are probably going to be very mixed. Some people really like the X-Men movies. Some people have never watched it. Some people only know about the bad X-Men movies. But I think the fans are going to want this. I think it's going to be a good thing. It's going to be a good thing to have the X-Men be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but still operating on their own, which is how I think a lot of these movies coming up are going to be. So, you know, I love the X-Men. It's obviously like super important for social reasons too. It's a good look at kind of like what you know, what privilege kind of looks like. You know, these are mutants, right? So they're not superheroes. They're not labeled superheroes. They're labeled mutants. They're outcasts of society, and it's really, really an interesting story. And it's really cool because X-Men has, and I want to have them do this too because they did this in the old movies, where some X-Men characters cross over frequently to the Brotherhood, back to the X-Men, back and forth. There are some characters that just go back and forth, and I really like that about the X-Men because you can see both moral sides. Overall, do I think that Marvel can make X-Men matter again? Absolutely. So let's see what they got. Hey, thanks for watching. Like I said, subscribe, press the notification bell button, leave a like, comment down below what your thoughts are, stay civil, but let's talk about it. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.